Okay, this is the water meter. It's in the front curb sidewalk. We don't really have a parkway here. And we reach inside of here. And you see there's a little red triangle right here. Okay. That is your flow indicator. Cheater wheel, cheater paddle, call it what you will. But it's very sensitive. If water's moving, then you need to go find your leak. If you can't see where your water's leaking, it's leaking somewhere that you can't see. But it is leaking. This is fresh potable water to the houses, and not sewer water. Right in here, there we go. Okay, parallel with a pipe, that valve, parallel is on, perpendicular is off. And unfortunately, to the best of my knowledge, this is how you turn the water. That valve does not belong to you. To the best of my knowledge, this is how you turn the water to the house. I spoke with a neighbor, and he asked him where his water meter was, so I'd have some kind of an indication. He was being friendly, and he said here. Where his is, so that tells me he doesn't know where his main water meter is either. It might be buried in the yard over here or something. Something like that might be going on. I don't know. So we don't know where our water meter is. What our main water shutoff valve is. Excuse me. I'm coming along here. This is the first exterior bib faucet, closest exterior bib faucet to the house. We're looking for between 40 and 80 psi. Actually, somewhere along the line, they ditched the 40 and they just say no more than 80. I'm not sure where. I'm kind of old school. I like to know, where we're at. It looks like we got about 70 psi, and their check valve is leaking right there. But that's what we got. Now, since I'm here, I'm just going to jump around a little bit. See this? This is called an in-use cover. That's GFCI protected, and it works. This way, with this bell cover, helmet, whatever, you can plug your Christmas lights in and close this, and it's still weather resistant. But we got 70 psi. So that's our meter out there. We got 70 psi. Over here, the home faces south. So we're on the east side of the front yard, front door. And these are our sewer cleanouts. You got a double clean out. So you can take your auger, snake, or whatever. It goes that way, cleans out the house, puts it in here, goes out towards the street. You do not have a dead spot in the middle. There's your main sewer clean out on the east side of the front flower bed. Speaking of front flower bed, where do termites live? In the ground. What do they eat? Dead wood. What's wood mulch? Dead wood in the ground next to the house. Just saying. So that's our water. That's our water pressure. That's our sewer clean out. This is the lawn sprinkler irrigation system. I'm doing a trek inspection. I'm not a licensed irrigation person, but I know some things. I do. When this home was built, it was probably acceptable to have a check valve like this. But if this home was built this morning, or when it comes time to replace this check valve, which it probably is time, you'd have a main shutoff valve to the lawn sprinkler system. Right now we have 2 isolation valves. 2 isolation valves, no main shutoff. And these systems are supposed to be, serviced annually. They never are. This box should have been excavated so that you can wrap your hands around the valve. And, excavated, and I believe that's a single check. Today we'd have a double check. If there's a double check, then it's buried. It looks like there might be a double check right there. Look at that. Might be. I can't tell because it's buried. This box should be excavated so the check is exposed. You can wrap your hands around it. You can get in there and service it. It's supposed to be serviced every year or so. Like I said, nobody does that. And based on the age, they'd probably be putting to budget for replacement. Now you can't see that. I'll show it in another video, another place. But the weather sensor for this guy is not sitting up straight and tidy. The zones are not labeled. So we got some other issues. The sprinkler heads, okay, they're not supposed to be closer than 4 inches to the flat work. And then we got some other examples over here as well. Sprinkler heads are not supposed to be closer than 4 inches to the house. So what do we learn? We learned that we don't have a main water shutoff valve. We learned that we've got a leaky vacuum breaker. We learned that our irrigation check valve box is full of dirt. It should be excavated. We learned that we don't have a main shutoff valve. We learned that our spray heads are too close to the flat work and too close to the house.